actually been downwards. So what this means is you're supposed to be looking for a sell, at an indicator to confirm a position. But the trend is down, so we have this showing as a sell. This point here, the price has been downwards, been increasingly heading downwards. So what we expect to happen while process here was that price was supposed to pull back up to this cloud where we can look for a sell, but that did not happen. Instead, the price just went straight to the lower side and is still very much bearish. So on the daily, I'm only seeing a level here, seeing a sell from this point. If price can pull back up to around 1.27947, then that will be the correct place to look for a sell from. Otherwise, we have a level here, and then we also have a very good level from the lower side as a resistance, a support. Then on the 4 hours, as you can see from this point here, the price has been actively lost. So this has said this has been a very good sell. So far the trend has been downwards, and despite this move to the upper side, the price came back and is still below the cloud formation. So this is a sell in my opinion. You're supposed to maintain a bearish perspective on this one. Expect that the price should continue downwards. Let price, as long as we are below this level 1.2926,932, we expect price to proceed even lower up to the first take profit, which is this, and the next take profit should be this one. So the best you should be doing, have a pending sell limit there, have your pending sell limit around 1.26932, first take profit, and the last one should be at 1.24845. So I hope that should make some little sense, that we are still sellers, we are still very good sellers, just that the price needs to pull back to the upper side up to the resistance, this one, up to this level, so that you can pick a low risk sell, first take profit. So we are taking profit actually based on what's happening on the daily, not what's happening on the 4 hours. We are entering on the 4 hours, but we are taking profits based on what's happening on the daily. So we move forward to the next chart, which is Euro USD. Euro USD is here. Euro USD is just beginning an active. So this is a very good sell. As you can see, we just began moving down. The first one is the first column that shows we are down. Next red column confirms that the trend is down. So this should be a sell. You should be looking for a sell. Look for a sell from around 1.11694. It's already gone as is. So if price can pull back to the same place, that's the correct place to sell from. Pick a sell from that point. Expect price to continue even lower up to around 1.11347. So we have our pending sell limit, the first take profit here. Stop 1 hour, sorry. 1 hour is still a sell. Actually began a sell from here. If you're looking at the 1 hour chart, ought to have known from when this was happening, when this started happening, when the trend began to show here that we ought to have sell even at that time. So if you sold it, the price actually went your way, still on. So you want price to retrace back slightly so that you can pick a sell up to the next level, which is this one. Should be here. So we want to pick a sell from around 1.11770 with the first take profit 1.11326. So we move to our next chart. That should be USDJP, and USDJP so far has been a sell. We started selling it some few days ago. We are still holding on to a seller's perspective. We want price to proceed even lower, so we'll check it. Let's see. USDJP has been downwards all through. So if you can remember, we actually started selling when the price was here. The day that this showed up, if you can remember, actually said this was a sell. You ought to have been looking for a sell when price was showing us a sell at this point. So when it went down and came back to the same, this was still a sell. went down, came back, this was still a sell, and we want that sell to push price extensively to the lower side. So if you look at this chart and you want to trade it successfully, then expect price to proceed even lower. It should break below this level, then retrace back to the same point. We can pick a sell to the other. So in STJPY, we are still sellers. We are still sellers, especially if price can break below 109.117. That will be a very, very good place to sell from. So on this chart, we are still selling, just that the price has to break below that level for it to continue lower. So I hope that makes sense, that we are still sellers and we want price to retrace back to break below that level so that we can pick a sell at the lowest risk possible. So we move forward, we'll move to our next chart, and that should be SP500. So even before I load it, I want to say something, that SP500 has been a sell. So for some days now, it has been a sell despite the fact that the overall trend is upwards. And we've seen exactly where we expect it to go up to. The sell that we are seeing currently, or maybe at any time frame, is actually just a retracement and should not go below the level which I'm going to show you as we speak. So we move forward. SP500. Sorry, SP500 is here. This is what is happening. It's actually heading straight to the lower side. So overall, we expected price to go up to this level, only up to this support, but somehow the price is extending even lower. It's heading even lower. So this the support. If I was trading basically levels only, I would have seen this as a support, sorry, a resistance, which was broken by this candle. First retracement, second retracement, went up, it continued to the same direction, same support. We expected a buy from this point. So the main reason I'm not still buying it just yet is because there is no clear sign for a buy from the trend indicator you're seeing, which is this one, is actually still showing us a sell on a lesser time frame. So on the 4 hours, you can see the trend is still downwards. You still have the red dominating. 1 hour, we still have the red dominating. There's no sign that you're supposed to buy. 30 minutes, red is still dominating, means we are still actively downwards. So basically, as long as we still have this red trend showing us the downtrend, we choose to remain flat on this one. We basically want price to come back up, retrace to the same place before we can pick a buy, especially if we begin to see the green trend start showing up. So as it is, this is a buy. In my opinion, it's a good buy, just that the price is breaking to the lower side. So we're waiting for a clear sign that you're supposed to buy so that you can buy it at the least risk possible. Forward. Move forward to our next chart, and that should be Brent oil. Brent oil is here. So also Brent oil has been a sell so far. It is a very good sell. We recommended a sell yesterday. We are still holding on to a seller's perspective. So we want to see exactly what it means when I say I'm selling. We have a level here. There's the first place. I'm seeing a very good support. So as you can see, just in the recent past, somehow the price went down, and then it was in an active uptrend. It continued up, and then it broke above where I'm having my line at currently. Having this line, it went above this level. After going above that level, it remained above it temporarily, or it actually went to the lower side. So as long as the price remains below 68.770, we actually expect a sell. We expect a sell, just that there is no clear sell signal. So as it is, if you're looking at the daily chart, we are still selling, but then there is no clear sign that you're supposed to sell on the daily chart. But I'm very sure on the lesser time frame, maybe there's a sell signal. First, we actually had a sell from this point here. You ought to have seen that there's a downtrend unfolding, therefore you're supposed to look for a sell. We also have this, a very good support, then price went down, came back to the same point, and currently we are still below 68.857. So this was the sell place. You ought to have taken a sell when the price actually approached this level. It's supposed to be looking for a sell. If you didn't sell it, you still have the chance to sell it if price can retrace back the same point. So I hope this makes some sense. Still sellers, but we expect price to pull back up to the same level so that you can sell. So if you didn't sell it previously, you still had the chance to. You can still have your pending sell limit around 68.857. Have your stop loss above the recent highest high, this week's highest high, which is this one. Then have your take profit here, the correct place. So move forward. Next chart. That should be gold. So on gold also, gold previously we were looking for a sell. We actually took a sell. If you can remember, the account we had yesterday actually took a very good sell. We would like to see how that sell went, or if there are any good changes we need to make on that sell. So gold is here. That's how gold looks. The daily chart, we actually had our level at this point. Here, and a support here. This was a level here. Then I added an indicator, which is this one. So as you can see, we're in an active uptrend from when the price was here. The price has been upward, support, and these are not basic support. These are dynamic support levels. Support, then it went below. We had a good horizontal support. Then price broke above the same level before coming back to the losses. So this was a sell from yesterday, just that the price is pulling back to the upper side. So if the daily chart, we have the trend indicator showing us that the price is still downwards, but the current move to the upper side is likely just a retracement. So if you want to trade this correctly, you should be looking for a sell here. Was the price has disappeared, the sell which was happening on the 4 hours actually has disappeared. So this could somehow tamper with the sell you are seeing on the daily. It does not mean that there's no sell on the daily. What it means is that the price will likely head upwards before it embarks on a move asset. So we check that on the 31 hours, there's still no signal. We don't have any clear trend to the upper side, though the price is moving. And then on the 30 minutes, we are actually seeing the trend is beginning. This small dot here, such at the beginning of a trend to the upper side. So if it can close successfully as green, then probably we are still heading upwards. Then on the 15-minute chart, so what this means is that we are still actively upwards. The best you should be doing as you speak is to wait for this buy to exhaust. Wait for a clear trend that we're supposed to sell, and that is if you begin to see the red forming, that will be the correct time to look for a sell. Anytime you begin to see the red forming, this will mean that the trend is now down. So because daily is a sell even on the 5-minute chart, we are still upward. So if you are trading this, you want to trade this successfully, then wait for a sell from this. Wait for it to start giving a sell, especially when the price is above 1286.03. That's the correct place to look for a sell from. So thank you very much. That should pretty much bring us to the end of today's overview. So far we've looked at just all the symbols we're supposed to look at. We have our charts correctly. Everything has been done perfectly, and now we know exactly where we expect price to be going by the end of the day. So another thing, today we'll be displaying, like we'll be showing you how to trade not correlation, scalping. We'll be showing like exactly the strategies one can use when they scalp correctly, the things you're supposed to look at when scalping, and the correct time frame for you as a scalper. So all that will be at 12 GMT. So ensure you subscribe If you are listening to this on the YouTube or whichever media you're using, just your screen below the chat, there's a place written subscribe. You can subscribe, you can like the video, you can leave a comment, do just anything, still okay. So thank you very much. See you again at 12 GMT.